Hello everyone, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo and welcome to another immersive Go Natural English session. Today, I'm thrilled to guide you through an engaging lesson that will help you sound more fluent and natural while speaking English, especially when you're talking about something as universally relatable as cold weather. As an English learner, you know how important it is to master casual conversation topics, and the weather is definitely one of them. It's the perfect way to begin a dialogue, to make a comment when you meet someone, or simply to express how you feel on a chilly morning. Now, if you find yourself living in a northern area of the United States or in Canada, places like Boston, Chicago, New York, Minneapolis, Seattle, or even somewhere up north in Alberta or Ontario, you've definitely experienced those bone-chilling days when the wind bites your cheeks and your breath turns to fog. During winter, or even late autumn, talking about the cold becomes an everyday necessity. But instead of repeating the usual phrases like it's cold or it's really cold, why not learn some fresh, expressive, and natural ways to talk about this drop in temperature? Let's begin with a few common expressions. Instead of simply saying it's cold, you might say it feels brisk outside. Brisk gives the idea of a cool, fresh feeling that wakes you up. Another alternative is to say it's nippy. This word brings to mind a sharp, biting cold that catches you off guard. If you walk out in the morning and you shiver the moment you open your door, you can say, "Wow, it's absolutely freezing." That phrase is incredibly popular and you'll hear it used everywhere. You can also say it's frosty today, especially when you see a thin layer of ice on your car windshield or the grass sparkles with morning frost. Frosty gives a picturesque description and also connects to fun winter imagery like snowflakes, warm scarves, and hot chocolate. Then there's icy, which often refers to slippery roads or dangerous walking conditions caused by frozen surfaces. You might say, "Be careful, the sidewalk is icy," or "I almost slipped because it's so icy out there." Another word that paints a dramatic picture is glacial. That one is more formal, but if you want to exaggerate the cold in a poetic way, glacial is a powerful choice. Now let's explore a few idioms and comparisons that make your speech more vivid. You might hear someone say it's colder than the inside of a refrigerator or colder than my ex's heart. These playful comparisons add humor and exaggeration to everyday speech. You could also say it's like Antarctica out here, or I feel like I'm standing on a block of ice. These descriptions are not just colorful, they help you connect with others and express your personality through language. You can also use words like bitter, as in it's bitterly cold this morning, especially when the wind is making everything feel even more frigid. Bitterly cold carries the idea of deep discomfort, and it's often used in weather reports or by people bundled up in layers complaining with a chuckle. Another great phrase is the temperature has plummeted, meaning it's dropped suddenly and dramatically. You might say yesterday was warm, but today the temperature has plummeted. Similarly, you can say we're experiencing a cold snap, which refers to a short period of unusually cold weather. You'll often hear weather channels use that phrase when a sudden cold front sweeps through. If it's been cold for a longer stretch, you can say we're in the middle of a deep freeze. That makes it sound like the whole city is wrapped in ice. Another fun way to talk about it is using expressions like it's a three-scarf day, meaning it's so cold you need extra layers just to survive the walk to the store. And let's not forget slang and casual expressions. Some people say I'm freezing my toes off, or it's so cold I can't feel my face. These are humorous exaggerations that sound friendly and expressive. In more rural areas or in storytelling, you might hear someone say it's colder than a snowman's nose, or I could skate to work on the sidewalk. These playful sayings make you sound like a native speaker and also give your speech a little extra charm. As you practice, try combining some of these expressions in your daily conversations. For example, instead of just saying it's freezing, you could say, "Wow, this glacial wind makes it feel like we're living in a freezer." Or, instead of it's chilly, say something like it's a nippy morning and I can see my breath. The more variety you use in your speech, the more confident and advanced you'll sound. And remember, even native speakers enjoy using these colorful phrases to talk about the weather. It's a shared topic that brings people together, whether you're making small talk with a coworker, chatting with a neighbor, or just commenting online. Keep listening, keep repeating these words aloud, and challenge yourself to use new vocabulary when you describe your day. Think about how you feel and find a word that fits. Are you mildly cold or absolutely frozen to the core? Are your hands just a little cold or completely numb from the chill? Make your descriptions detailed and expressive. That's how you grow from being a learner to sounding like a natural speaker. And don't worry about making mistakes, every effort you make builds your fluency. Keep showing up, keep learning, and soon you'll be the one teaching others how to speak with warmth, even when the weather outside is icy cold.